Assen, and we are underway.
It was a great start from pole position by Valentino Rossi, just what the Italian wanted. And later Spargo got away pretty well too. Look at Pol Espargaro at the inside, but it's Rossi that leads the way from Pol Espargaro on the Suzuki.
Down through the Fiend slang they come, one of the great sights in Grand Prix racing. Flat out through the right before they have to come to the Ruskenhol.
Yeah, he's just twisting that right ankle. At least he's got some movement. Here we are back at the front. Rossi leads the way, just under half a second clear of Marc Marquez. Rossi controlling that gap at the moment. Still no sign of Dani Pedrosa. As we said, it was an awful couple of opening laps for the Spaniard. Big crash in the warm-up this morning. That looks to have really dented his confidence because Pedrosa was on the second row of the grid in fourth. He's down in 12th and still can't get his way through by the likes of Maverick Vinales and Danilo Petrucci.
Rossi at the front reminds you of Lorenzo at the front, doesn't he? I mean, okay, Lorenzo's just lapping slightly faster. Watch the gap now, it's nearly half a second. Lorenzo a further 4/10 down. Iannone, Aleix Espargaro, Pol Espargaro, Crutchlow, Dovizioso, Smith, Petrucci, Vinales, Pedrosa, Redding, Hernandez and Bradl. That's your top 15.
You can see Iannone already breaking clear in fourth place of this group, battling for fifth. New lap record, 1:30 from Marc Marquez. Pol Espargaro up the inside of his older brother Aleix. Aleix having none of that at all. Pol Espargaro though does move up into third place. It's Lorenzo right behind. Aleix Espargaro surrenders another place. He's back down to fifth.
Oh, Lorenzo is absolutely charging. He's always aggressive on that first lap, and it's usually to get to the front. They go right, left, right, and Rossi still leads the way. This is the crush, I would imagine, of Jack Miller.
That was a big roll through the gravel there for Jack Miller. He'll definitely be shaken up by that one. There is Hector Barbera.
Yeah.
He's holding that right leg pretty gingerly. This season, it's a really exciting battle for fifth, being led by Aleix Espargaro. Pol Espargaro behind him, Cal Crutchlow, Andrea Dovizioso, the former Tech 3 Yamaha teammates. And there's Bradley Smith at the back of that group in ninth. The top 10 completed by Petrucci. Dani Pedrosa still back in 12th place. He'll just come into shot there behind Maverick Vinales.
Well, there is Rossi, Marquez and Lorenzo. The three we probably thought would be there. They are there. Did we think they'd be in that order? Well, Marquez certainly hasn't allowed Rossi to get away, and Lorenzo sitting there in third place. Long way to go. 22 and a half laps left of this round 8 of the championship. Rossi said yesterday it's all very well getting in pole position, but you've got to make a good start. He made a brilliant start. But Marquez is closing. Marquez looks so impressive in the morning warm-up. And we heard it from Yamaha. They are worried about the performance of Marquez. Marquez has crashed out, don't forget, of the last 2 races. But he is closing up on Rossi as we ride with the championship leader. Here comes Marquez. And sits in behind at the harbour.
It's a new lap record from Cal Crutchlow, but he's back in 7th place. Rossi right on the back wheel again of Marc Marquez.
Down through the Fiend slang they come, 3 but 2.5 laps to go. Rossi is close through here, as we've seen, just a little wobble from the front end of the Yamaha, but they're safely through the Ruskenhol, down towards Steckenval.
Marc Marquez, we know he's great riding under intense pressure, trying to drag himself out of the doldrums. Back-to-back crashes in Mugello and Barcelona have really put a massive hole in his bid to win a third straight World Title.
Here comes Rossi
on the inside. Valentino Rossi has gone up the inside of Marc Marquez to take the lead back. Marquez responds immediately. This is up at turn 11. Rossi still holds the lead. The crowd going wild here in Assen.
97,000 people are on their feet. MotoGP at its very best. The 36-year-old Italian leads the way again, but don't think that is gonna last. He's being lined up by Marquez. Rossi breaks as late as he can. Everybody in the grandstand opposite us is on their feet. 2 laps to go. Rossi leads the way.
2 laps to go. It's Valentino Rossi by almost 0.3 of a second from Marc Marquez. Rossi trying to win for the 3rd time. He's already putting a bit of a gap between himself and Marc Marquez as Rossi got his tactics absolutely bang on. This is down into the bolt left-hander. Rossi got really close to Marquez now, and on the braking zone to Mandavine. Up the inside goes Valentino Rossi. Marquez tries to fight back. That's what the crowd here thought of it. 97,000 fans, and Rossi has put, what, half a second now between himself and Marc Marquez. Valentino Rossi aiming for an 8th victory here in Assen.
Rossi through the Beanslag down towards the Ruskenholt, now down towards Steckenval. This is where he was lining up Marquez when they came into the bolt corner. Marquez fought back, he actually got back in front, I think, but Rossi just rode round the outside of him and would not give way. 1.5 laps to go. Absolutely classic racing at this legendary venue. We've seen some great races here in the last 85 years. This is as good as any of them. But you know, I reckon Rossi might have broken Marquez.
Here's the old maestro calling the tune yet again. Valentino Rossi. Alex De Angelis has crashed out further down the field. Here is Rossi. Clear daylight between himself and Marc Marquez. We're coming down into the final chicane on the penultimate lap. You can hear the crowd going absolutely wild in the background. Rossi about to start the final lap. The gap between Rossi and Marquez as they cross the line, almost half a second. Rossi just had his personal best lap of the race. He's got the hammer down here in Holland.
What a ride by Valentino Rossi. Jorge Lorenzo will pick up those 16 points in 3rd place, but he won't make the headlines this time round. Classic duel at the front, and Rossi is getting away. 36 years old, 9 times world champion, chasing his 9th victory here at Assen. You've never seen him ride better than he's ridden this afternoon.
And this has got to be the first time that Valentino Rossi's really got the better of Marc Marquez in a straight shootout for the win. Marquez, he's not giving up without a fight, though. We know he's a real warrior. He's the Repsol Honda rider. He's closed the gap right up now on Valentino Rossi. It's back down to just under 0.3 of a second. Down into the bolt. Marquez really, really close now. Rossi under real pressure. This is going to be all about the final chicane.
It certainly is, just when we thought it was over. He's not a double MotoGP World Championship champion for nothing. Marquez now closes up on Rossi. Rossi is particularly so quick through these corners, up through the High to this vital Rumshock left-hander. Rossi still leads the way. Has Marquez got anything left? He is going to come late as they come into the chicane.
There's going to be a lunge. There'll be a lunge for Marquez. He's up the inside of Rossi. Oh, Rossi just holds firm. Rossi's through the gravel. Rossi's going to win the race. Valentino Rossi wins the Dutch TT. What a dramatic finale. Marquez second. Rossi is the winner.
Oh, what a ride by Valentino.